Previously on See You Next Tuesday.
Fuck off! Have a shake. Ladies and gentlemen, Cantrip.
Guys, this is fun.
Let's not beat around the bush.
We need people.
Traditional music is folk music.
Meanwhile, on BBC Two,
Kevin fucking Dunwoody.
get this stupid light out of here. What am I doing? I'm on the dark side of the moon. There we go. Just turn the bloody thing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to See You Next Tuesday. We are delighted this week to surprise you with our special guest, Mr. Kevin Dunwoody.
Holy shit, I'm surprised.
I met Kevin as the director of the New World Festival. It's an incredible festival in Randolph, Vermont that happens every September. And it's basically like a second home to us. So Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing well. And, it's winter in Vermont, but I can't, Dan's winter in Vermont, your winter in Montreal. Yeah. John, you're the only one that's getting off easy for that part of it, but
are you kidding, dude? We had a week where there were 2 inches of snow. People here we were losing our minds.
We ended up getting about 4 inches of snow in about 2 hours with a lot of wind, and so it's winter in Vermont. The sap did run the other day, so there is hope for the future. And like good Vermonters, we are talking about the weather, so that's check that off. And
you guys need more words for snow, really.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Some of the indigenous peoples really got us beat big time. But yeah, there's a new one though they've been coined that we've only heard this year: nuisance snow. That's the kind that. It's an inch or an inch or two, maybe enough just to barely cover the road right before you have to commute to work.
Yeah, in Britain, we would call that brings a nation to a standstill snow.
But we're all doing well. We've all been healthy. We're up to 4 of us in the family being vaccinated, and everybody's working, and we've been busy. So
clearly, you can see we have been too.
At any rate, that was some of the excitement that 2021 has brought this household that continues to just pick up right where 2020 left off. Well, sort of.
Hopefully it'll head in the other direction. That's the idea, right?
That's what we can always hope, right? There's always revenge if there isn't hope. No.
I've got a whole book actually here about good ways to get revenge.
Or the Anarchist Cookbook. That was in
Oh, it's called Revenge, Spite, and Malice. So, Kevin, are you allowed to talk? I mean, I hesitate to call this a public forum, but are you allowed to talk about the New World Festival and other goings on around Randolph?
Yeah, it was. It's good that we keep talking about stuff because none of us know what the hell to do. So this year is what we've kind of been brewing is still COVID conscious, I guess you could say. Not using the inside of the hall is what we're thinking. But using the site and closing Main Street like we do and shortening the day from 4 to 10, something like that, and do none of the indoor stages and probably not that big tent. So we're kind of looking at it as a half festival, but also we're going to encourage people to come prepared, bring chairs, have the vendors spread out all loose and across the street like they always are, but no, centralized spot. Treating it like we're still dealing. Well, we will be. We're supposed to still be wearing masks. We started doing this thing where you didn't need to have a ticket to come and buy food and beer. In the last 2 years, we've been doing it. And last year, or not the virtual year, the year before, food and beer sales jumped. And so that really helps us because we do percentage. The vendors don't pay a fee. It's all straight percentage. Wow. I mean, we're not going to be hiring any of the European bands or the real big names that are, $3,000, $4,000.
Just us, right?
Yeah, no, because you guys right out. I mean, we don't want to not do something because next year is 30 years. We're going to do something. And we also have decided virtual will be part of everything from now on. An ability to say, well, you pay a ticket, but you get 4 days to watch it or something like that. That's great, but nothing beats live like a festival. I mean, it's the very essence. You need the food. You need to smell burning things and the beer and the pie, and kids carrying on with street chalk and all that. Like they say, you don't know what you got until it's gone. So it's not gone. It's not gone. Over there. Really, it's coming.
The great side effect of this is that we get to use Chandler as a green room. So
yeah. How are you guys all doing?
I'm doing great. I just had a baby 2 months ago. I mean, I didn't have a baby, but there is a baby in my life.
Christmas miracle.
It's been super fun and super exciting, and it's been a great thing. It's been a silver lining, the only silver lining to not having any gigs, to not being on tour. Normally, I mean, as we all travel, a good chunk of the year typically. So now I've been home and I've been here for every moment of my daughter's life, which is great. So that's been a really wonderful thing. So.
Oh, yeah. Does she sleep through the night?
She does.
Wow.
Or at least I do. I mean, man, I miss Vermont.
Me too.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't. No.
We played in Michigan, and it was a great gig. I remember now, it's all coming back. It was a town hall gig, and then we had the place that the people who were presenting the gig had this great big old townhouse. So it was like this crazy old house with stairways that had it was all contained within the house. It had 3 columns. So it was 3 different stairways that you could go up, and there were all these crazy rooms. And all the rooms were full of weird dolls. It was super creepy. You guys would have loved it. We would have each had our own creepy wing, and it would have been perfect. We could have made all the videos in the world for our Facebook page in that house. I also remember the negative side of that was the next morning they had to leave, and they were just here's the key, go take your time, go out whenever. Oh, by the way, there's a Pavoni espresso machine if you know how to use it. I'm basically screwed up their vintage Pavoni, and
you broke it.
I think I fixed it too. But speaking of which, Kevin, how was did you have insurance that covered the Cantrip parties at your house?
It wasn't really Kevin's house, technically.
Oh
no, it was this fella from California who Dad left him a boatload of money.
Wait, I just want to step in. I want to hear this story, but I just want to step in and say I wasn't referring to anything in particular, but you guys totally seem to know what I'm talking about.
Oh no, the big house, the big spooky house, or as the La Batonese said, we don't want to stay in the house in the forest.
Was your house once a local shop?
Oh. Every shop around here is a local shop for local people.
Well, thank you for inviting me to your
Oh,
chat.
it's such a pleasure.
course.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us, Kevin. It's been awesome to chat to you.
Kevin, ultimately what it comes down to is you're basically the reason why we ever started touring in America.
My lawyers have made it clear to me that we are not liable in any way.
See You Next Tuesday was filmed before exactly no one.
I didn't slash the tires. I slashed on the tires and then let the air out of them. Not everyone's tires.
Okay.
Time was limited.